Sure.
What is up, everybody? It is another beautiful Sunday morning, and you are listening to Super Gamecast. I'm your host, Bronze Fury, joined by the always awesome Aaron Reynolds.
Hell yeah. You know it. Uh-huh.
Soon to be Tekken World Champion.
Anyway.
Soon to be EVO Top 64.
Uh-huh. All right.
Soon to be EVO Top 256.
Soon to be at 1 and 2 at EVO. Let's do that. How about that?
Right, I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take
okay.
it. I'll take
That's a
it.
start. That's a start.
Yeah, hey. And then finally, we are joined by our mod mommy, wielder of our band hammer, the lovely Emily Hulslander.
Let's fucking go, bitches. Let's fucking go.
Are you saying that because it's said a lot in that Deadpool movie? I hear that's like the tagline for it.
It is, but I'm also saying it because fighting games. Let's fucking
Yeah.
go.
Sure.
So, EVO happened last weekend.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
EVO, it was so fucking hype. Oh my god.
Great hype.
It was a good
like,
time.
Oh my god.
It was I loved how I was watching grand finals about raiding in Destiny with Street Fighter.
I mean, if you're gonna do things right, there you go.
I mean, I was hoping to just sit and be able to watch EVO, but that's just how the schedules worked out. And so yeah, just like we're dying, we're failing mechanics, and I'm looking every time I die, I'm like, great, I can watch the fucking fighting now. Okay, great.
Yes. I definitely ended up doing a bit of that myself. Yeah, no, it was a great showing. Of course, the highlight was not even a new game. It was Third Strike. Third Strike was popping off.
Third Strike
Popped
always
off
does.
hard.
Third Strike's
Bitch,
good.
like, come on.
I wish I liked playing Third Strike.
It's hard, but man, I like looking at it. I like hearing it, and man, the people who are good at it make it look better and sound better than ever.
They make it look easy.
And then
Let's just say that.
it helped that the People's Champion was in Third
People's
Strike.
Champion. There was a fantastic guy that just I don't know if he was. I imagine he was known in the community in some way before, but was not known on the mainstream level until this moment. And I found his Twitch stream, so I was watching his stream last night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, he was trying out Ryu in Street Fighter 6. I saw he was a master at Zangief, and then just tried out Ryu, new challenger. You know, just messing around with stuff.
Of course he is.
And then he went and played Jump King. You know, whatever.
He's.
He has. I found out one of his hobbies is he likes to do poses from video games. So he'll find like Terry Bogard doing like some punch move, and then he'll try to recreate it in his room, and he'll have little slides of him doing each of these and like on the stream. It's like, this guy's just having fun. He's having fun.
There you go.
There you go. You know, he's 41 years old. He's already min-maxed life.
Yeah.
He's out here, you know. Yeah.
Sounds like he's got someone in his life that's like laughing along with him every now and then during the stream. Like that, he's got it. Figured it out.
Go.
Yeah, this man won life.
Yeah, you know? Good for him. But yeah, what an amazing moment he had. That Hugo Ken fight was unbelievable.
It was nuts. I was rooting for him to win the whole bracket just because of the simple fact that like, one, I'm hyped on him, but two, he's using Hugo instead of goddamn Yoon, or is it Yoon? Yeah, Yoon.
Yoon, Chun-Li,
and
Ken.
Yeah. So it's like it's always one of these. Occasionally Makoto. You know,
right.
Like it's never anyone else but those four. And this man is top 3 with goddamn Hugo.
Yep.
You know.
Like a straight boss, bitch. Let's go.
It's good. It was really good. And yeah, I loved him because he embodied like that energy that I just would love to see really in any community, but to see in the FGC, just someone who's just super enthusiastic and happy and having fun over everything else. Like apparently he was doing those antics in pools. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yep. I watched a highlight video. Someone found all his footage in pools that he was on the screen, and yeah, he was doing that all the way back in his first, second matches.
that's great.
Really?
That's
Which,
great. Yeah, he was there to have fun.
oh,
That's it.
Evo is one of the few times I turn to those people that's like USA, USA. I have definitely thought of doing my matches with an American flag cape and American flag pants, pulling a Dan Reichert.
Oh
Uh,
dear. Oh dear.
so, yeah. Mortal Kombat. No surprise, Sonic Fox completely dominated. It's
As he does.
Yep.
it's basically become to the point of where they should probably just mail him the trophy automatically. Like, it's absurd how badly that man kicked everyone's ass in
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
And then he did the Homelander thing. Did you see that?
No.
The Homelander thing?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. So,
Yeah, pull this shit up. I want to see this.
okay. So, have you? So, Aaron, have you seen The Boys?
No. I know who
Uh,
Homelander is, but I have not watched The Boys.
okay. Let
We
me see
need
if
to
I can
binge that
find.
together. Swear to God, we need to binge that
So
together.
he drinks. Homelander has what we'll call mommy issues, and he
Okay.
drinks.
Severe mommy issues.
And he drinks breast milk.
Oh,
Right.
no. Okay, I didn't know that. All right.
Yeah.
And that's
Ooh,
one of
It's
his
pretty fucked.
winning. That's one of his winning animations. And
Is
Sonic
it
Fox.
really in Mortal
Yeah.
Kombat?
Yep. Yep. Okay. Hold on. Let's see if I can.
Oh God. Oh God.
All right. Let me see if I can get the footage. God damn, fucking YouTube Shorts. Let me fast forward. Whatever. Fine. We'll just let this play. So yeah, they cut it out. You know. They.
Oh.
Yeah. Hold on. Sorry, everybody. The fucking the only not fucking yeah. So that's the scene right there. Sonic Fox ties up their set, and then the production crew cuts away. But Sonic Fox with his water bottle. Here we go. He recreates the scene.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
Oh
Nope.
my God.
Oh, man. Okay. There are a lot of
Sonic
people who like The
Fox.
Boys, so I imagine they love that.
I thought it was
That
great. I love
motherfucker.
that show. I don't particularly like Homelander. I really hate Homelander actually. But
Everybody
but
hates Homelander with a fiery fucking passion. Come on now.
yeah, I'm a big fan of Butcher.
Mm.
Butcher's great. You
How
know.
comparable is The Boys to Watchmen?
Not very. Like what parts of it are you
Okay.
specifically asking about?
I mean, it's like a cynical like take on superheroes and what they'd be like in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say that is there, but it's like showing how like it would be a lot more corporate. You know?
Right. Okay. So it's more
So
about the corporate aspect.
Corporate
yeah,
greed.
yeah,
Okay.
corporate greed, corporate like, and then like in like even in season 1, but definitely 2, 3, and especially 4, uh, yeah, it does go darker. It's a lot fucking darker than Watchmen.
Okay.
Yeah, like, yeah, it just, I really enjoy it. I think that show is a lot of fun. Well, not fun is that correct word, but
I've heard
uh,
some gross things happen in that show, which I think that has been a real keeping me
I,
away. Like, okay, I get it.
I
That's
mean, there's like one episode in season 3 that's like, oh my God, what the fuck just happened?
I'm
so I
just
guess
like, all right, that's not what I'm here for, but whatever.
I would say the violence is not any worse than anything you'd see in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
No,
So
yeah,
but
yeah,
there's definitely some other shit that's it's a bit
There's a
much.
little bit of political.
It's the
right.
dark
I've heard
reality
that
of
too.
it's the dark reality of comment in the chat. It's the dark reality of celebrities and other people in power. In some cases, yeah. But sorry, go ahead, Aaron.
Um, yeah, like the I guess it would be the political aspect that interests me because the violence, like I don't know, that's not. I'm not looking for that. Um, I'm
Neither am
not.
I, to be fair.
I don't know. There's something. And then there's something that's like wrong with me where I'm like when Breaking Bad was popular, it's like I'm not. Everyone's watching this. I don't feel like watching it. I don't know.
So,
It dissuades me.
I actually feel you might like The Boys then, because I feel people are pretty split on it.
Yeah.
Really? Because that's
Yeah.
been like, well, I guess it was super popular. I don't know.
Yeah, like season
Lately,
3,
they've been
people
getting
kind of got
split.
down on it a little bit, which is funny because that's probably my favorite season.
Mm-hmm.
And then season 4 has been really split.
I haven't
So
watched season 4 yet.
I watched it as it was coming out. I once again really enjoyed it, but a lot of people were starting to get mad at it for some reason that I don't understand
Hmm.
entirely.
Eh.
Uh, so yeah.
I just saw some post recently, like there's like a Reddit thread for shitty movie details, and like people were complaining a lot about The Boys, the latest season in it, but the nature of their complaints, the way they complained about it, sounded like, oh, you're just some salty weirdo that this show probably burned. Like,
Yeah, like it definitely has this aspect where like it's definitely making fun of people who are really into fascism or
okay,
corporations, but it's very subtle. Like it's not subtle, but it is subtle if you don't have any media literacy. In like season 1 and kind of season 2, and then season 3, it's like more open about it, and then season 4, it's like, no, we are literally making fun of you. And then some of them still don't get it. And it's just like, uh, yeah. Um,
well, all right, well, I may check it out sometime. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. Give it a look. Give it a look.
Okay,
I definitely think you'd probably enjoy it.
all right, I'll take a look at it sometime. But
Yeah.
yeah, all right.
Yeah. So, he did that. That was hilarious in that bracket. I don't. I didn't think. Did anything notable come out of Tekken other than Hayachi's
Uh,
back? Like that
hey, guess
news.
what? In the same way, Sonic Fox should just have their trophy mailed to them. Arslan Ash should just have his trophy mailed to him.
Yeah. Okay.
Just
Sure.
slaughter.
The one thing that I'm happy with is there were just so many Dragonovs, and Arslan Ash came in with Nina. I was like, okay, I'll take Nina.
Sure. Why not? Hell
Whatever,
yes.
fine.
Um.
But otherwise, yeah, I will say, and I'm sure I don't know if you saw much of the Tekken Evo stuff, but man, Tekken 8 Evo is a lot more aggressive. There's a
It
lot less
is.
footsies back and forth with nothing happening.
Yeah. I gotta catch matches here and there.
Hmm.
And yeah, that's why I enjoy Tekken 8 a lot more. It's the
Yeah,
Tekken that I have enjoyed the most. It is.
right.
It's not like it's something I want to consistently play rather than play for about 10 hours and then be like, never touching this again. Great.
Sure.
See you in 4 years when the new one comes out, and I think that I'm gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
this one I've actually really enjoyed a lot because of the more aggressive aspect. I think that the controls are kind of a little more sluggish than I'd like compared to like a DOA or a 2D fighter, but it's still like they sped it up enough to where it's like an actual experience for me rather
It
than
was
just
okay, yeah, all right. It
yeah.
was an experience before. It just works for you enough now.
Yeah. But yeah, so all right, yeah, that's good.
Yep.
I don't know why they didn't announce this during uh like I don't know why they didn't announce this during EVO. Combat Pack 2 was talked about, which is
No,
going to
I
have
was thinking about that. Yeah.
yeah.
Do you think they thought it would be like people would be sour on it a little bit, and so they didn't want to have that happen at the event?
Well, why'd they be sour on it? Like, well, no, never mind. I look at it, I'm like, yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right. We got two robots. We got Ninja, and then Conan, a Terminator that no one gives a shit about, and then Ghostface.
There are a number of people who do like that Terminator, but like I don't think anyone was like, "Oh, this man, we need to get that Terminator in." Or really, like they got like Arnold Schwarzenegger in. They got his face scan and everything. That's great, but like no. Um, Ghostface, the weirdest slasher pick you could have had. And then people are very mad about the gender swap for the robots.
Why? They're fucking robots.
Because they're ladies. I remember I caught someone just randomly commenting like "Sweet Baby Ink strikes again." Like, okay, you're those people. Got it.
Of all the characters, like I'd understand like why you'd be mad if it was like, you know, Scorpion or Sub-Zero or like Liu Kang. Like, okay, yeah, that's kind of annoying. But these are robots. You can make them anything. They're robots.
Well, so
They're
they have
fucking
human
robots.
faces,
I guess. Sure.
but like,
Whatever.
yeah, no, it's not. It's dumb.
Are these the characters you're really that attached to? Fucking
Well, also, like, this whole thing, this whole arc of Mortal Kombat is about changing stuff up. A lot of things have changed. I'm not really thrilled about Raiden just being some random human dude now. Like, but
yeah, that's dumb.
that's how it goes,
That's
you know?
dumb. That's really dumb.
They did that so that they can make Liu Kang, the deity, and that's interesting. Like,
Yeah.
and then yeah, Shao Kahn's he's General Khan, right? He's not, or he's not a
Yeah.
Khan anymore. General Shao or something. That they change stuff up. That like they're just trying stuff. It's okay.
Uh,
It's fine. You'll live.
I look at Ghostface and I'm just like, okay, I get that you don't want to reuse um a previous guest character,
Hmm.
but like, and they've kind of burned through a lot of the big horror characters like Freddy, Jason, you know, all that shit, Alien,
Yeah.
Predator. Um, but I mean, come on, man, Ash Williams is right there. He's
I'm
right
amazed they didn't go with
there.
Ash Williams because like that whole franchise has been trying to push stuff recently between Dead by Daylight and its own fucking game. Like this would be the time.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, he even has the perfect intro. He like gets ported in, and he's like, "No, no."
And he's got these hilarious lines that fit in so perfectly with Mortal Kombat. Like him getting transported into a Mortal Kombat world would make all sorts of sense. Like no, that I'm surprised.
So the total list is Ghostface, Conan, T1000, Noob, Saibot, Sector, and Cyrex. Which I'm just
All
like,
right.
yeah, none of this list like screams like "fuck yeah" to me. It's kind of like, I think that Ghostface will be funny. I think that'll be a funny character, but
Sure. I'm
like
excited about Noob Saibot just because I like that character. But
I mean, I kind of thought about it. I'm like, yeah, the one I'm kind of most excited for is Ghostface, especially like I can picture him like his intro being the phone calls.
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah,
you
there
like
you go.
scary movies?
She could be funny. Um,
it'd be really
yeah,
funny if every intro was him calling the other fighter. The other fighter had to be introduced first, and then everyone has their own brand of phone
yes,
that they pull up.
yes,
Uh,
That'd be so
that'd
good.
be
Oh
really
my
good.
God.
Yeah, it's kind of weird they didn't announce that at you know, EVO.
it's very weird. I
It's
just have to imagine they thought people would be weird about it.
yeah.
Um,
Um, yeah.
because Ed
So
Boon gets like comments from all those weirdos all the time, so he probably
yeah.
has a decent idea.
And maybe they just blew their budget on season one because their first season has goddamn, you know, Homelander, Peacemaker, and Omni Man. So those could not
Yeah,
have been cheap to get, especially Homelander with him
Sure.
gone. So yeah, Heihachi got announced. That was cool.
that was cool.
You know, we got
It was going to happen one way or
Eventually, but
another.
we got it,
you
so
know, people
It's
are trying to,
here.
yeah, people are trying to speculate what the last character is. You know, I'm,
So, Harada said that they're trying to concentrate on fan favorites right now
mhm,
rather than guest characters.
yeah,
okay.
That said, like, okay, here's what would be funny. You got Heihachi, and
mhm.
so they're bringing back, now you got a number of Mishimas. What if we start bringing back the animals that were trained by Kazuya? Let's
So,
get
Oh.
the kangaroo and the raptor in here.
so they said characters like Moku. He recently had an interview where he said characters like Mokujin, Roger, and Gon won't be added to the game, basically. Like
Came about Mokujin, but okay.
but well, yeah, he's he says they aren't really compatible with the current version in some ways, like those characters at least. I don't know about Roger or not Roger. God damn it, who's the Velociraptor?
I forget his name. Gone? Is that Gone?
No, Gon's the little guy, like the little dinosaur, the tiny
Oh, right, the
dinosaur.
bigger one. I'll
Yeah.
look him up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Alex. His name is Alex. Okay.
Um, yeah. I really, I don't know. If we're stuck on Tekken characters, then I'd really like to see Bob come back.
Bob
Like
was
Bob.
popular. Bob is referenced in the maps in Tekken 8. So
Bob would be a top choice for me.
I'd love to see Miguel. I think Miguel as a character is just
A lot of people are really hyped about Miguel, so that's been a big requested one.
yeah,
For like I said, for me it's like someone released a list and I was just like the people I want are all the joke characters like fucking Bob.
sure.
So it's like, you know, it's like I said,
There are a lot of people asking for Marduk.
mhm.
Which that's the funny, what happens with all of these is like there's a group of people that are really pushing for one character, and then there's another as vocal group being like, this will ruin the game for them. I'm just like, whatever, just bring them in. We'll
Just
figure it out.
yeah, we'll figure out a way to balance it or not,
Yeah.
whatever. Um, yeah,
Uh,
so
uh, Trying to think. I really want Fei Long, not Fei Long.
Yeah, say Fei Long is Street Fighter.
Fei Long is Street Fighter. I always get them confused. Wei Luong, wait, Lei Wulong, Lei
mm,
Wulong, I think is his name. Yeah, Lei Wulong. He's the Jackie Chan
Oh, okay.
police detective guy who like
For
changes
Tekken,
his
yeah.
stances. I really want him. I want to learn him.
That
um,
would be a fun one.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
will say that. That would be a fun one.
So yeah. I'm trying to think of other Tekken characters I really enjoyed. Like, yeah, like the shitty thing is my favorite Tekken character ever is goddamn from Street Fighter, and it's Akuma. It's a guest character. You
Yeah.
know, so it's like, well, bummer. Um, and then I've already talked about the guest character that I'm like, come on, come on, Kiryu,
We
come
got we
on.
got Kiryu and we got Tifa. Those
Yep,
seem to be at the top of the list right now
yep.
in terms of guest characters.
That guy doesn't work at Sega anymore. Fucking fuck him. you know.
Right? I don't know.
Yeah. There was a tier list floating around of characters people want to return, and it's you know, I'm trying to find it but couldn't. They're adding that 3v3 mode to Guilty Gear, and it kind of honestly made me want to check out Guilty Gear.
It looks wild.
I
It
was just
looks
like,
like there's
Okay.
so much going on the
Okay.
screen.
I was just like, fuck you bastards. Team fighters, my true weakness.
The closer a game comes to being a hyper fighter, the more your interest is piqued.
Yeah, exactly. Well, because like a lot of those don't come out, and when they do come out, they're bad. Some good ones come out.
Sure.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, very interesting.
I also kind of realized that like as much as I am excited for all the Street Fighter characters being added, announcing them all at once and then just getting a trailer for them is kind of less hype than what Tekken is doing, where they slowly give you them one by one.
Yep.
So it's like,
Yeah.
well, cool. All right, yeah, you guys showed me what Terry looks like in the game. It's kind of a nightmare.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. This is the first time I think I've seen someone made in the Resident Evil engine. I'm like, uh, can
um,
we keep working on that guy? I don't know.
yeah. So
Something's very, very off about him. I don't know.
Samurai Jack coming to multiverses.
Good
That's the
pick.
thing. Now, if they would only make the gameplay fast and fun like it was in the beta,
Yeah,
uh,
well,
Wishful thinking.
I'm not even mad about them trying to nickel and dime the shit out of a free-to-play game. That's just a free-to-play game. But, like, I
Right.
am genuinely mad that fucking you can't just go and goddamn. Oh, God, it's so annoying that you just ruined a great gameplay.
Like, son
It's
of a
just
bitch.
so mad. Just big
Yep,
mad.
they're doing
Um,
good over there.
yeah. So Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was playable. Like, that collection was playable, or at least parts of it were playable at EVO. And
Mm,
everyone's saying it feels perfect. It feels perfect.
So get the
fantastic.
Marvel vs. Capcom collection when it comes out. All right.
Yes,
I'm
continuing.
never gonna be good at it, but I'll do it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not gonna be good at it either. I'm not good at those
None of
games.
us
Like
are. It's
I just
okay.
love them. They're fun. They're a lot of fun. Like
Sure.
I will play them with other people and happily get smoked and have a good time.
I'm going to
Um,
pick my favorite characters regardless of whether they go together or not, and I'm gonna hit buttons.
I really liked Venom in that game a lot. It was fun.
Uh,
Venom was good.
MVC2 roster.
Um, yeah.
Oh my god, look at all these cool characters. I
Yep.
love the
Yes.
art style of MVC2. It's so good.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
It really is.
Yeah. More stuff out of EVO while you look that up. People are very unhappy with the Hunter x Hunter roster. It's very small,
Oh,
especially for it's 16 characters for a 3v3 game.
I'm sorry,
Uh,
what?
yep.
they're not putting in much more than that, huh?
Nope. That's it. Final roster.
No plan for
They may have some
That's
DLC plans or
final?
something, but like for their
Well,
final
yes.
roster
For
on
the
release.
final launch roster, 16 characters,
Yeesh.
which is like tiny. To give you perspective, that's less than what Street Fighter 4 launched with on consoles.
Yeah.
Right. And this is a 3v3 game.
So yeah, you're gonna see like the
Like,
same characters like constantly.
what the fuck, guys?
Um,
Come on.
You know, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 has the same experience. They'll be fine.
Yeah, except with that, at least when playing like stuff that isn't in tournaments, you can like pick other characters.
Yeah, I
Um,
guess.
I don't know. I really like my team of Ryu, Venom, and Spider-Man, even though it's not good. It's really not
Eh,
good.
fun characters. That's all you need.
Fun
Um,
characters. It's all,
yeah,
yeah.
no. Wolverine was
There's-
always a fun one. I really liked Wolverine, Venom, and Ryu. That was always a good set too.
I
That's a
heard
good one.
Wolverine and Spider-Man were not high tier at all, which bummed
There,
me out.
yeah, that was a
That
bummer.
sucks.
Cyclops
Hmm.
is a really good assist though, from what I remember.
Interesting.
Ooh.
And this is
Okay.
Storm is great. Doctor Doom is great.
Storm is top tier. Doctor Doom, Magneto, top tiers. Cable.
It absolutely makes sense why fucking uh, Magneto is top tier in that game when you go look at it.
It's
And he's probably still going to be top tier once this shit comes out.
Oh yeah, no, there are people like no
Like, that
surprise.
is god tier at this point.
But
Fuck.
this roster is like amazing. Like I do prefer the roster of 3 because it does add some awesome characters of Beautiful Joe and
and
Amaterasu
Dante.
and Dante and Virgil.
Hmm.
Maybe not Virgil because what he does to the game,
Look,
Fuck.
but
uh, yeah.
fucking yeah. So someone went through. So there have been some arguments in regards to balance of Street Fighter 6 about like where people are placing like for their main characters. So like for example, DJ placed at 97th for people who or no, Dalseem, sorry. Dalseem placed
Okay.
at 97th. Um
What?
yeah, he's at 97th. So if you were rocking Dalseem at Evo, 97th is the highest you got. Um, you
I'm
That's
know.
fine
rough.
with this. More than fine with
Zangy
that.
33rd. He was close to top
Okay.
32.
Okay.
Ryu also 97th. Not
Weird.
Yikes.
not a good showing for Ryu. It was weird
This
because
is post patch.
yeah, this is post patch. This is the Evo placement.
Huh.
Aki 65th.
Okay.
Any other ones that are? I'm kind of looking for ones that are outside the top 64. Yeah, and every other character was top 64 at least. So you definitely get characters that are obviously good placing well, and then one DJ. Like
A
so
random DJ.
Eh,
yeah, so it's like of course Cammy won it all. Of course she's great. Ed is currently really good right now.
yep.
Um, Rashid's really good right now, etc. etc. I know Justin Wong says he can't name 5 characters better than Zangief. He is too strong, but I am putting this as his hatred of grapplers is why he is saying this.
Right.
So that's the real reason that this man does not want a good Zangief out here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
you know. he's
That's
trying to keep
funny.
the grappler down.
That's good.
All right. So yeah, good news. So good news about Marvel. Street Fighter's fairly balanced. Obviously they showed off the Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising plans. And watching that
Hmm.
game made me buy that game.
Yep. I
Oh, you
Um,
is that
finally caved?
is there a
yep.
sale going on?
I think it ends tomorrow. I want to say it ends
Yeah.
tomorrow. I'll double check
Check
Steam real quick.
that. I'm
Yeah.
I
gonna
bought
check that right now.
I
So
bought the deluxe edition with all the characters. So
You know what's
um,
fun? And I was doing this just before, actually, I think during the beginning of this show. When you don't know nothing about a fighting game and you just jump into ranked and you start hitting buttons with a character, you're like no expectations. Just I'm gonna get in here and hit buttons. That's fun. That's a good time.
I mean that's literally what I did on Friday with her with Grand Blue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like
it's
all of a sudden, the
yeah.
Grand Blue seems like an interesting thing. What's up, Emily?
oh no, I was just gonna say that it is actually running until Tuesday, July 30th.
Okay, so a couple more
Okay.
days.
All
So
right.
the deluxe edition with the character pass is 45. The game itself, just with the base roster, is 30. So you got a
That game's
sale going.
beautiful to look at.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, Mortal Kombat's also on sale, but I do not have the monies for it right now. So
you don't have monies for it? That's unfortunate.
bummer.
Um,
Yeah, the whole pay and rent thing.
that's fair. We do also have a date for the fall Steam sale.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Well,
what's
there you
up?
go.
November 27th
Oh, wow,
of
that's
this
late.
year.
Okay.
Yeah, they usually
Like
do one
fall
out.
winter.
Black Friday,
They
basically.
do well, yeah.
Yeah.
They typically do two around then. They do one. They do their Black Friday one, and then they do the winter one, which is the big one where they update the
Yeah.
Steam cards and do a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
so Guilty Gear got a season pass. The big notable thing though is the 3v3 mode and the Edge Runner's character Lucy. So, all right, and
That's
yeah,
right.
that's
Yeah.
all the Evo stuff. And then for once we have some good news in video games.
I love good news in video games. That never
Um,
happens.
yeah, no, fucking hey, god damn it,
What's up? What's going on?
so real. Okay, all right, so we got some good news and some bad news. I'll go with the good news first. Start us off strong. Hey, the World of Warcraft entire development team is officially unionized.
Woo
Yeah.
woo.
Yep. Over 500 members on the team working on World of Warcraft, and it is the first wall-to-wall union encompassing the entirety of a game development team instead of just one division like QA. This includes designers, engineers, producers, artists, QA testers, and other developers who are based in Irvine, California, or are parts of smaller teams in Massachusetts. The group is called the World of
Oh,
Warcraft Game Makers Guild, or the WoW GG, and is a part of the
nice.
Communication Workers of America. Additionally, a second group of Activision QA workers based in Austin, Texas, have formed a separate union with the CWA called Texas Blizzard QA United. The roughly 60 developers intended primarily working on Diablo, Hearthstone, and other games. Both unions concluded their votes today and have been officially recognized under Microsoft's Labor Neutrality Agreement and certified by an independent arbitrator.
All right.
Yay.
Very
So,
Good
good.
fuck
job,
yeah,
guys.
let's go.
I
Wow.
love
That's huge.
seeing people unionize for a greater good. So good on those
Yes.
folks,
Especially in the gaming industry and for
especially in the gaming
Microsoft to
industry.
just let it go, at least for now.
Uh, uh, um, yeah. Rare Microsoft W here.
A very rare
Again,
Microsoft dub.
for the moment, I don't know what kind of shenanigans they might pull later, but
Yeah,
for right now,
check
good
back in
call.
like 2 weeks when we get some sort of update if they try to stop this or not.
Or like or undermine it
Or
or,
undermine it.
yeah.
Still, check back.
Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, and this is another series of wins for the World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
They've been on a real hot streak. The current pre-patch is in kind of a rough state, which is weird because
Ooh,
the beta was entirely stable.
Hmm.
So I
really?
assume it'll be fixed by launch. But
And when's
yeah,
launch for the next?
the 23rd of August. So they got about a month.
Okay, so they got some time.
Yep.
They're okay.
So yeah, I think it'll be fine considering how stable the beta was. I
Mm-hmm.
think this is just something that you know is just shit happens in game development.
Mhm. Mhm.
So we'll see. Anyway, so they unionized, and this all started off of those 2021 walkouts, when all that shit went down.
Yep.
Oh,
Um, and
damn.
then people ask, well, then why did it take 3 years? And it's like organizing 500 people takes a lot of time. You can't just
Right.
fire off
And
an
coming
email
up with the
blast,
contracts takes a lot of fucking time. Okay,
and then it's a lot of individual conversations. Um, so
and a
yeah,
lot of meetings.
yep. So you know, Microsoft offered the following statement to Variety about this. We continue to support our employees' right to choose how they are represented in the workplace, and we will engage in good faith negotiations with the CWA as we work towards a collective bargaining agreement. So, yeah.
All right. All right. Okay.
Yeah, so Microsoft is playing nice for now, and
For now.
and then the union itself, is gonna do their best to represent their people, hopefully. So,
Yeah. Man.
um,
All right.
alright, so let's see. And then in other good news, hey, Shadows of the Damned Remastered got a date. You got
They
a
got a
Hey.
date.
date.
Oh
You
yeah.
got a date. It's coming out on
Yay!
Halloween.
They're perfect.
Ooh.
Yep. So
Good.
you'll have something to play right on Halloween. I don't know if they're doing a physical copy or not.
Or if it's
That's
full digital.
actually, yeah. I don't know if they're doing all digital or we're gonna get a physical copy. This is one of those games that I really want to get a physical copy of if I can get one.
Mhm.
But I don't know if that's like assured with how niche
Right.
this is. So, yeah, but it's gonna be out on Halloween, coming to PS4, PS5, Series S/X, Xbox One still, PC,
Oh.
and Switch.
Ooh.
So it is coming to everything, all devices. So yeah, yeah. So it's coming to everything. We don't know new costumes, a bunch of new stuff. Uh, so we're hopefully this pans out, and I don't know, maybe we get a second one. That'd be nice.
Who knows, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks like there is going to be a physical
Okay.
copy of Shadows of the Damned Hello Remastered, but this is a
Hmm.
big but. It's by Limited Run Games.
Oh, okay. That's becoming more and more common. This is, we got a Capcom news story about physical games coming up. But I feel like physical games are going to be that thing that end up just being a niche thing, kind of like vinyl, where you order it from a specialty place like Limited Run
Yeah.
Games.
As long
Like,
as the option's there.
yeah,
As long as
like,
that option's there, then we're fine. So,
yes. So, speaking of Capcom, so Capcom, their big new game, Kanitsu Gami, Path of the Goddess, which I played. I'll be talking about what we've been playing section. It's digital only, but they stated, given a significant number of users demand physical games, we currently do not expect to eliminate physical product. In 2020, 80% of Capcom sales were digital, and the company stated that its long-term goal was to hit 90%. And last year in 2023, they did that when sales
Oh,
accounted for
wow.
90.1% of the company's total sales across PC, console, and mobile. For 2024, the company is projecting that digital sales will rise to 93% of the total. So,
Okay.
the
Yeah.
company does suggest, however, that in the long term, that they are going to have digital-only games continue to rise, and they'll cut back on physical releases.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well,
I mean, they're already doing it with Marvel versus Capcom because it's only getting released physically on PS4.
right.
And digitally everywhere else? Or is it just
Yeah, it's digital on PC and digital on Switch.
okay? But physical on PlayStation. Okay. Interesting.
So
Options there.
yeah. Which is good. I want a physical copy of that game because I'm afraid that it'll be ripped away from me at some point.
Right. Yeah.
Valid.
You
Absolutely
can't
valid.
you can't take it again.
Not again, Capcom. Not again.
So, yeah. So,
All right.
yeah, that's the physical digital news. Um Now we're on to the bad news.
Yay.
All right.
All right.
Let's go.
So, the video game voice actors are going on strike over AI protections. Unfortunately, the people who these big giant fucking developers are like, "Yo, dog, we want to AI your voice," and they're like, "Please." The actors are like, "Please go fuck yourself." So
Yeah.
the strike started Friday, July 26th. This vote comes after a year and a half of negotiations between game companies, and workers that not yet resulted in a deal. The main reason for the strike, SAG-AFTRA says, is video game companies have not come to an agreement with actors over regulating generative AI in their products. We're not going to consent to a contract that allows companies to abuse AI to the detriment of our members. Enough is enough. When these companies get serious about offering an agreement our members can live and work with, we'll be here ready to negotiate, the SAG-AFTRA president Fran Drescher said in a press release. 18 months of negotiations have shown us that our employers are not interested in fair, reasonable AI protections, but rather flagrant exploitation. We refuse this paradigm. We will not leave any of our members behind or wait for sufficient protections any longer. Notably, the strike rules do not impact the promotion at San Diego Comic-Con this weekend, which SAG-AFTRA says is due to the close proximity of calling of the strike to the event. So, at Comic-Con, voice actors were still allowed to go do their thing because
Yeah. They're
they're
already here.
striking. Yeah, they're like, look, dude, they booked the flights, they booked the event, they're fucking there.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we're not gonna tell them to do that. Also, so then there's news that focused on video game voice actors strike has been brewing for a long time. Last September, while striking against the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers, SAG-AFTRA sought to authorize a second strike against video game companies. News that a strike was imminent once again surfaced in March during South by Southwest when SAG-AFTRA National Executive Director and Chief Negotiator Duncan Crabtree Ireland said the odds of a strike against video game companies was 50-50 or more likely. And then, yeah, they said, we are disappointed the union has chosen to walk away when we are so close to a deal, and we remain prepared to resume negotiations. We've already found common ground on 24 of 25 proposals. Yeah, I bet that 25th proposal has a lot to do with AI, doesn't it?
I wonder.
Probably.
Probably does, including historic wage increases and additional safety provisions, interactive media agreement. Interactive media agreement spokesperson Audrey Cooling said in a statement to IGN, "Our offer is directly responsive to SAG-AFTRA's concerns and extend meaningful AI protections that requiring consent and fair compensation to all performers under the IMA. These terms are among the strongest in the entertainment industry."
All right. I'm actually really happy about this strike because I remember when they were having the larger strike with actors earlier. Like it felt the video game voice actors felt like left behind. So this was getting organized
And
shortly
some of them
after.
actually joined because they have friends that are part of the television and film, and they joined them as a form of solidarity. And there's actually a quote that I wanted to share from
Mm,
a different article on the same topic. It's from Variety talking to Travis Willingham from
okay.
Critical Role and a bunch of other shit. He reflected on the SAG-AFTRA strikes. Um, Though he noted that AI can have a place in businesses, companies need to exercise caution regarding the potential to replicate and reutilize a performer's likeness to recreate past performances for future projects. Anything that could take the place of someone that's a writer, that's an actor, that's using their voice, using any kind of expression, stunts, motion capture, that's a sticky place to be. Frankly, for me, it's an overreach if a company says, we're going to hire you to do this thing, but we're also going to capture your likeness. We're going to be able to use it as much as we want to, and that's something that we've agreed to. There's enough of a voice from SAG to say, listen, this is a concern of our members. We've been talking to you guys for 20 plus months, and there hasn't been any movement on this. We really love to offer this sort of protection for our performers, and it just hasn't been heard. It's unfortunate that these things happen, or these things have to happen, but I think they also have to recognize that this is what the best of the best is asking for, and it helps just to protect this kind of industry. Protect the fucking voice actors. God damn it.
So I am very curious what this 25th proposal is that is
Yeah.
causing this massive sticking point. I'm very curious. So like, what is the holdup that is causing the strike to happen? Um,
I'm glad the strike's happening. It's been needing to happen. These companies were going to do this with AI this whole
Yeah.
yeah.
time. So
And
good
we
on them. I support them fully.
yeah, I was going to say we stand with the voice actors that are on the line right now. We stand with all of you.
We're trying to fucking make some money to live. God damn it.
Yeah.
Like, for the love of God.
Members cannot work for struck companies. SAG members must stop providing services and delivering contracts covered by IMA. This means they may
Hmm.
not do the following for struck video game publishers: act, voice acting, dance, perform stunts, capture, ADR, looping, background and stand-in work, auditions, including self-tapes, authorize the use of their voice or likeness, promote or perform content for struck games, agree to perform or create digital replica services for struck companies in the future. Um, and then there's, if they do this and they're part of the union, they have a chance to be censored, reprimanded, fined, suspended, or exposed. So, yep.
All
Ooh,
right.
possible
Yeah.
expulsion. Shit.
So members cannot work for companies that aren't under a SAG contract. And then members may work on non-IMA SAG contracts. So, such as TV, theater, you know, music videos,
Okay.
sound recordings, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So there is a little interesting thing to this strike, though, that I found, which is, goddamn, Grand Theft Auto is, too goddamn
Exempt.
big. It's so fucking exempt. Dear God. And yeah, it makes sense why it's exempt. Um, as the strike commences, many games currently in development will be affected due to the labor strikes. However, one is not affected. That is GTA 6. It is exempt from the strike. Additionally, the claim of GTA 6's exemption from the strike can be verified by the SAG-AFTRA database, which includes a search tool allowing you to search allowing SAG-AFTRA members to search for struck status of video game projects. Below, you can read the message on their website. While not struck, this game is produced by a struck company. If you've been engaged under a daily contract for this game, you can show solidarity with your fellow union members by choosing not to sign contracts on the game. However, you may work the game and will not be disciplined for doing so.
Huh.
Make that make sense. Like, what the fuck?
Um, I like the idea that the person who runs the union is just like, we can't have GTA 6 delayed. Like, I really want to play GTA 6 that bad.
Like, for
That's
fuck's
a funny
sake,
idea.
this game has been delayed far too long. We need this now. So continue working on that shit. We're okay.
Very interesting choice, but okay.
I'm telling you, the people at the top of the union just really want to play GTA 6.
That's what it
They, they,
seems
I
like.
mean, everybody wants to
they're
play
just like,
GTA
no.
6.
I mean, he's right, but it's like GTA 6 is too big to fucking to stop. It's too big. Oh god. I just love the
Amazing.
idea of a video game that's so big and popular. Even unions are just like, no, 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 no. You keep going. You keep
We
going.
ain't touching that
Do you
shit.
think? Do you
All right,
think?
we ain't adding that to the list of struck
Uh,
things.
that's
No,
awesome. They're confirming fall of 2025, even with everything. So,
All
yep,
right. Sure.
yep.
here we go.
Here we go. So here's hoping they get that resolved in a proper fashion because boy howdy, shit is not great in the game industry for a lot of people because indie game publisher Humble Games is laying off all their staff.
Yep.
I saw this and I was so sad. It's like,
Yep.
36
no.
36 people. The company says it's not shutting down, but it's restructuring our operations. So the entire publishing arm of Humble Games, a publisher of multiple indie games including Stray Gods, Chinatown Detective Agency, Slay the Spire, Unpacking, Midnight Flight Express, Ink and Fell, and Teal Lotus is going bye-bye. Humble Bundles or Humble Games is a separate publishing arm of a digital storefront Humble Bundle, and they're owned by Ziff Davis, um, which is weird because Ziff Davis also owns IGN, so you think that would have been a conflict of interest. But as we all eventually come to being owned by 6 individual corporations, that is how the world will be.
Yep.
Pretty soon we will all just be like individually owned by 6 corporations. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You'll
Cyberpunk. Here we are.
yeah,
Pretty much.
you'll have your company tattoo like on your arm. You know, there you go. So
Yep.
like whoever owns Coca-Cola, their name just on the left arm. There you go.
Ugh.
Yeah, this sucks. Less support for indies. It's kind of already hard to get your name out as an indie dev. Like a full-on indie dev, and or if you need funding as an indie dev, like, hey, guess what? Games cost time and money to make,
Yep.
and like, there's not a lot of publishers who are jumping up and down to do indie games. So,
Not
Right.
really, anyway.
that's a bummer. Um, you know,
Great. Okay.
yep. And then last piece of news we have here for the week is kind of neutral. The first Call of Duty game it has officially hit Game Pass. It is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, and it's on Game Pass for PC and Xbox. You can go play it
Okay.
right now.
Let the games begin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played it.
Boot up some COD.
I loaded it up. Um, Multiplayer solid. It's not as
Okay.
good as Modern Warfare 2 though. And then the
Ooh.
campaign, pretty much everyone has said, and I agree at this point, is big poopy.
Aw.
Big poopy campaign for Modern Warfare 3.
Damn.
But the multiplayer is still pretty good. Yeah, and that moves us. So I don't know. I'm mainly excited for Black Ops 4. If they're not gonna put the really old Call of Duties on there, like Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 2, then like I'm mainly just excited for whatever the new one is. Yeah,
Right.
that's kind of my stance on it at this point. So yeah. On that note, we can move into what we've been playing.
Hey, all right.
Hey, Aaron, you play anything?
Not really anything of note. Just a lot of messing around with fighters. Tekken 8, Street Fighter 6, Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising, whatever it's called, and Guilty Gear Strive. Just noodling around in all of them.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I kind of did something similar. I put a lot of time into Street Fighter this week. I got Ken, modern Ken, in fact, to Plat 2. And then
Okay.
I got Zangief to Plat 2.
All right.
We
Nice.
we saw that on stream.
Yep.
We saw the dream happened, and he's
Yeah.
almost halfway to Plat 3.
Exactly.
So he's getting
Oh,
there. He's
You're
getting
getting
there.
there.
Let me
let's
tell
go.
you.
Let's go.
Let me tell you, if I ever learn to drive Rush correctly, it's over for all you motherfuckers.
It's
Uh,
hit forward, do your attack, hit forward again.
it's hard. It's hard to do.
I can understand being hard to incorporate into a combo,
Yes.
or whatever you're doing, but yeah.
Yeah. But no, I've got anti-airing pretty down. You can't jump in on my Zangief.
All right.
So,
Good.
I've actually found some use for that running move.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
So basically, when you get a knockdown and you're closer than you'd need for a drive rush, if you do it right as they're getting up and you know or can feel they're not going to DP, then they're just going to try and block. It works almost every time.
Sure.
It's just that it's great.
Just they need to know as long as they're not in the mood to DP.
Which that could vary. You kind of just have to feel that
You really
out.
have to feel that out.
Yeah, like you kind of just. Let me tell you. I kind of love playing alternate characters at like lower ranks, like Gold 1, Gold 2, Silver 5, because people just throwing out DPs at random. They're just like, I'm doing on the most unsafe shit in the world from mid screen.
Yep.
Like you're just like,
Okay.
just fuck yeah, dude. You are saying this is my game plan, and you have no idea what you're doing. It's great. It actually kind of reminded me of a clip we had on the show on Friday Night Fights like a couple months ago. Everything is plus if you're not a bitch.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yep.
um. So yeah. But yeah, and then I hopped on Tacking to Trout Eddie a little bit. Finally,
All
I
right.
poked
Good.
around with Eddie, and then after Eddie, I went into Grand Blue. Tried some of that
Yeah.
Grand Blue in my 2B. 2B is a lot of fun. She has a different resource system than the rest of the cast, though.
Hmm.
So her one button specials are like linked to a bar that you deplete by using it, rather than having uh, each individual one be on a timer, which is kind of
Yeah.
cool because that means you can spam certain special one button specials over and over, is what it feels like.
Oh God.
Um, but you eventually do run out of the bar still. Um,
Sure.
so yeah, that game's a lot of fun. I need to figure out how the hell you open people up more, because that's been my first struggle, is like just people just blocking everything. I'm like, shit, how do you mix ups in this game?
Right. Right.
um, but
Mm.
yeah, that game looks awesome.
It's.
Did
I love looking at it. Good.
Yeah, like especially like when you use your ultimate ability. Oh, dude, it's great. It's so good. Um, Everything like is fast but has this nice weighty feel to it. Uh, yeah, like it's good. So yeah, that was my fighting game time, and then played a little bit of Modern Warfare, and then I hopped on that Path of the Goddess game finally.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah. What do you think of it?
How did you feel about the like fighting portion of Brutal Legend, where you control a big goddamn army?
Okay.
Oh, are you talking about
Okay.
the RTS bit
Yeah,
in?
like, because like the game basically functions like the RTS part of Brutal Legend.
That's
Huh.
what my friend was saying. So my buddy out in like Aberdeen, he was
Hmm.
playing it recently, and
Hmm.
he was telling me it's very like Fire Emblem RTS style type shit.
I don't think it's Fire Emblem because it's not turn
Well,
based,
I
but
mean, in
it's
the
like,
RTS side of things.
but yeah, like you have this day night cycle where you can only do stuff during the day or night, and
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of interesting. And like there's a lot to it, and if you really like a more actiony strategy game, like kind of a middle point between, I guess, Devil May Cry and an RTS, uh,
Okay. All right.
then this is actually kind of cool. I don't think the combat's nearly as in depth as Devil May Cry. It's a lot of just slash, 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 dodge, slash.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's neat. And it incorporates like Japanese folklore in a really cool way. But on the other end of that, I'm like, this is not a game for me. I played for
Which is
about
valid.
I played for an hour and a half, and I was like, yeah, I got my fill.
Okay.
I'm full.
You
Yep.
tried it.
There you go.
This is. Yeah. So I think my next Game Pass game, because I'm trying to be more active about my Game Pass uses to like okay, I need to get the most out of this
Make it
subscription.
worthwhile.
Yeah, because they have not been, I know that Black Ops 4 is like a $70 game, and I'm gonna get my money out of that. And
Damn
there was
straight.
another game I played earlier this year on Game Pass that like okay, I need one more full price game to justify this sub. That's all they gotta do. If they can get me to play through 3 full priced games a year, then that is the
Mm-hmm.
cost of the subs. So it's like, all right, it is worth it then. So yeah, I think I'm gonna load into another Crab's Treasure next.
Ooh, yes.
I've heard
Ooh.
really good things about that. I really enjoyed. I enjoy Soulsborne, but I've also heard this is more of a easier, lighter Soulsborne.
It
So
seems fun and dumb.
yep. So gonna do another Crab's Treasure next on Game Pass, and then go from there. Uh, yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I did. Oh, and more college football. College football 25 is real fun. I have had multiple moments of being pissed off at these goddamn high schoolers. Um, you know
Oh
these
dear.
these goddamn high schoolers in my recruitment efforts. Uh,
Mm-hmm. What are they doing?
they're not signing with me,
Say they're being
motherfuckers.
They don't like
degenerate
you.
little shits. What the fuck do you think they're
Yeah,
not
you little
doing?
pukes. Um, you know, I'm trying. Look, I am turning this into a powerhouse program. All right, this was a
Yeah, I was
two-star
gonna say, how
school.
are your Reno Wolfpacks doing?
The Reno Wolfpack in my first season as coach went 14-1 and lost in the national championship.
Oh,
Unfortunately, there is talent discrepancies between UNR and Oregon, as you can imagine.
Quack
I'm
quack.
surprised. I can't believe you didn't bridge that gap in 1 year.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
But we did, we beat the shit out of Boise State though, which is what matters most. We
Because
Beat
embarrassed.
Boise
UNLV,
State
beat
is a
Boise State.
bunch of
You're good.
Yeah,
shitheads.
beat
Yeah.
the shit out of both of them. Blew them out
Just
real hard.
Does the cannon fire when you beat
gone.
UNLV, or
Yes, yes,
when you score a touchdown on UNLV?
yes, it does.
Okay, good.
Good.
Yep. The cannon does fire when you score a touchdown on UNLV.
All right.
They also have like your cheer team doing the wolf pack symbol,
Of course.
shit like that.
Yes.
Nice little details.
Love it.
And
Love
they
to
do
see
it
it.
for pretty much every school. So yeah,
Good.
yeah, it's a nice
Oh,
little
okay.
detail. So
Yeah.
they do the hook 'em horns for Texas and all that other
The
shit
big
for.
dub for Washington
Yep,
Huskies.
yep, exactly. Uh, so yeah, they got that going on. Yeah, the recruitment efforts though. In my first season I took them to 14-1, and we went from a 2-star program to a 3-star program. And we even got a 5-star recruit. Shockingly. I don't know how we did that. It was a left tackle out of California.
Oh,
Okay.
So yeah, as for the roster, we took it from a 79 overall to an 84 overall through
Mhm.
recruiting and good training. So that was exciting. Um, in our second season, we're currently 8-0, though we had a scary game against Rutgers. Um,
oh
yep.
shit. Rutgers
Uh,
plays dirty.
Yeah, I'm kind of concerned for the future of the program because when I came in, we had a junior quarterback who was pretty good, and we've turned him into a Heisman winner. All right,
Okay.
like he's great, but
Cool.
he's a senior right now. He's gonna graduate. Uh,
Gotta find that replacement.
and we do not have a viable replacement at all.
Oh, good.
No! Oh no!
Very
So
good.
so we have our best shot
Fuck.
is a 69 overall freshman quarterback.
Okay.
So
You gotta develop them, right?
yep. So I'm gonna try and develop
Build them
him.
up.
I've been putting him in blowouts. I've been putting him in the third and fourth quarter. He had a real rough day against Wyoming State. Real rough day against Wyoming State because
All right.
he
Oh.
threw 3 touchdowns and had 200 yards in a quarter and a half, but he
How many
also
picks?
fumbled 3 times and had a pick.
Ah,
Oof.
that's not good.
Yeah, so
No.
this kid is either going to turn into an all-star or have all of his confidence crushed. But yeah, and then we have a sophomore quarterback who's okay, but he's kind of a pocket passer, which doesn't fit my offense at all.
No.
So it's kind of a problem.
Yikes.
Um, yeah, recruitment for season for recruitment's going okay. We got a pair of top receivers in the country to sign on at least. So, at least whoever the fuck is playing quarterback next year, they'll have someone to throw to. At least.
At
Yeah.
least.
All right.
uh, yeah.
Damn.
So, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun.
Good.
We haven't sent any players to the league yet, to the pros. After our first
Wow.
season, none of those guys went pro. I was shocked. I had
Yeah.
a fucking defensive player get 17 sacks. I'm like, not even a seventh rounder. Really? You're
That's
not even
some
taking a
shit.
chance on the kid? Like,
That's some
god
shit.
damn it. The
Fuck the
league is
Time
NFL.
to go to the
bullshit.
UFL now.
Yeah, that guy, like my receiver broke a bunch of UNR records, which are actually the UNR in the year like 1999 had an amazing season passing the ball. Like they have a couple of NCAA records.
Huh.
Oh, really?
And
Weird.
like yeah, like this kid broke all those records. I'm like, okay, the NFL is a passing league now. Someone's gotta give this kid a shot, right? No, not at
Didn't
all.
get picked.
Nope.
What the
Amazing.
He's
fuck?
he's gonna go and be an insurance salesman now. Yep.
Damn.
Rough.
So, you know,
Ugh.
um,
All right.
road to glory, more like road to the workforce.
UNR
Fuck.
not well known for turning out NFL pros.
They will be. Don't you worry. They will be, motherfucker. At least on offense. On defense, it's kind of shit's fucked. Shit's
Yeah.
real bad.
Yeah, a little bit.
My defense is not. Every game that is not a blowout is a shootout. The
Yeah.
only exception was the college football semifinals against Ohio State, where I won 29-22.
Okay.
Every other game that I've won has been in the 40s and 50s. That's been a close game. Just just shootout city. So,
Love it.
yep. Yes,
That's
Aaron,
good football right there.
you would love watching some Bronson Fiore led UNR. Let me tell you. Um, it's just shootout city, man.
But Reno brand football, and I never paid attention for very long, but both at the high school and college level, it's run the option. It's the quarterback keeps the ball and runs it. Got it. It's very unexciting football, but that's what they did.
Nope, I brought a spread version of the West Coast offense.
There you go.
I will say on defense, there is one. We got one good hope. We got a 4-star D end named LeVar Talley, and he is currently just tearing it up. He's in
Hmm.
the conversation for being one of the best defensive linemen of the year. He's putting in work. LeVar Talley out here putting in the work. Yeah.
Let's
Good
go,
lord.
baby.
I love
Um.
how I love this fucking game.
The one other thing I wanted to touch on is, have you been getting good names, good player names on your team?
um, I haven't really paid attention.
Oh, okay.
There have been a couple that caught my name, but I can't remember what they were. Like I got a good laugh out of a couple.
Yeah.
Oh.
Someone got Jesus Lord, and they
Yeah,
responded,
I did
Jesus.
see that one. I saw that one. Yep.
Yeah, Jesus, he is Lord. He's also a running back from Florida.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I've been having a good time.
Okay, good. Sounds like a
Yeah,
good game.
it definitely has some bugs, and I think that it's not as bare bones as you would think from EA, but it is still a little bare bones in certain ways.
Mhm.
But yeah, the game's a lot of fun. The
All right,
game's a lot of
good.
fun. I highly recommend if you want to play the college football. I don't know if you can export. I didn't bother to check at the last off season because shit was just a mess. If I can
Mhm.
Right.
export the rosters into Madden, like the class graduated, because they used to be
That's a
able
good
to do that.
question.
Like in the PS2 and 360 version, you would like finish a seasons. Like, do you want to export this to Madden to draft them and whatnot? So
Yes.
and the answer was always yes. And then when I used to do boot up Madden, I would like have 6 years of graduates and
Yeah.
years of drafts. And then the Denver Broncos would be the Denver Broncos and Wolfpack.
Uh-huh.
So,
Well done. Well done.
you gotta get that pipeline going.
Yes, of
Um,
course.
Gotta
I
get
will
that
say
going.
one of the hard parts about playing UNR is your only real pipeline for good players is California. You have a real time
Oh,
recruiting people
Rough.
out of Texas or Florida, which is like football nation.
right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep,
So,
figures.
yep. Yep. All right. Yeah, that's what it is. So, M, what have you been playing?
I think after the podcast last week, I booted up Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I haven't played
Nice.
much since because I've been a little under the weather,
Mm.
but I am currently in chapter 11.
Bankruptcy? No. All right, cool.
No, smart
Of
ass.
Rebirth. Okay, so you're almost
Yep.
right at the end of the game. You're like right
Yeah,
now.
and I'm actually before I stopped playing, I was about to head to Shinra Manor.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. That part sucks. It's real bad.
What? No, no.
Give her
Don't
motivation
tell
to
me
get to the
this.
end of the game.
Fuck
Okay.
you.
So you know how I said there's a long part of the game where you play as Kate 6? Kate
At
6?
Kate Sith, yeah.
Yeah,
This is it.
that's it. Yeah, it's in the manor.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yep.
I
It's
mean, I
not
was
great.
fine with the split in
Yeah.
the Gungagan region between the boys and Tifa and the
Yeah, that part
girls.
was awesome. That part was
That
really
part was
cool.
great,
Yeah, that part was
especially
really
with the
cool.
grappling gun.
Yep.
Yo, that
Yep.
was
That
sick.
that was a lot of fun.
Meeting Sid was really cool.
Yep. Me yeah.
Love Sid.
Sid's
Always loved
great.
Sid.
I can't wait for him to be playable in part 3. He's going to be a lot of fun.
Gonna be so good. So good.
Same thing with Vincent in part 3 is when he's going to be playable and it's going to be awesome.
Oh,
All right.
can't wait to play him.
Um,
I just can't wait to hear that voice. Like, come on.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
I'm very curious what you think of the ending of this game because it's very different.
Okay. I will let you know when I get there. However long it takes me.
Okay, so you've been enjoying it though? You trucking along
Oh
with
yeah.
it? Yeah,
Yeah.
like
I love Final Fantasy, so
I
I'm happy.
enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, but I do wish I didn't waste so much goddamn time on side content that sucked. So
Yeah, and I've been following your advice and doing as little side content as possible.
good call, great call. In
Mostly
fact,
just getting chocobos, but that's about it.
yeah, that's fine. The alternate chocobos are fun, but man, the I if I never climb to the top of a tower in a video game ever again, it will be too soon. Um. Yeah. Also, I forgot some news from Comic Con because we used to cover the MCU.
Oh, yo. Oh my god. The news
Uh,
from Hall H yesterday.
uh,
Holy
uh
shit.
yeah. So, hey, Avengers: The Kang Dynasty is now Avengers: Doomsday.
Mm-hmm.
It's Doctor Doom, and guess who's playing Doctor Doom, Aaron? Do you know?
I do.
It's
You couldn't
Robert.
escape the news. It was everywhere.
Yes. So how I found out is I was like scrolling TikTok before bed, and like it's like, oh, Doctor Doom, Marvel, they're finally. And I was like, okay, and then they take the mask. I was like, are you what the fuck? Okay,
Like,
interesting choice.
I was on Instagram because I was just scrolling through my feed and I'm like, okay, Avengers Doomsday, directed by the Russos, good, and so is Secret Wars, so they're in good hands now. And then I saw the video of the unmask. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, what the shit? I
What is
was
happening?
I was floored when I saw this. I was like, all right, new mask, same task. Let's go.
I'm very
Oh, hey, we
shocked.
gotta stop. We gotta stop.
Yo!
Thank you, Dad. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
That's fun. Love you.
I don't. They said something
Eric,
about like the like Ultimates 4 like will provide some of the answers for why this is
Oh
happening.
yeah, Fantastic Four, First Steps, which comes out. Oh God, when does that come out again?
hold on. I'm pulling up the thing. So,
One of the things.
Fantastic Four comes out next July.
July 25th of
Yep.
next year.
Yep.
Oh,
That's
next year. Good lord. Okay.
yeah. So okay. So I got your schedule. I got your schedule. So Deadpool just came out. Please no one spoil it for me. I'm waiting for my girlfriend to get back into town. We're going together. Please no one spoil that fucking movie.
Mhm.
I have
You'll
somehow
enjoy it
been
though. That's all I'll
unspoiled
say.
so far, and I want to stay that way. That never happens with the MCU.
Never.
Okay, the MCU is
Hugh
like
Jackman's Wolverine's in it.
what?
Hugh Jackman's Wolverine's in it.
Oh fuck!
I
God
know.
damn it, Aaron!
I couldn't keep it in. They said he retired. They said it was over.
Lordy.
They're all a bunch of
I
liars.
actually watched Logan for the first time a couple months ago.
I have not seen
Oh,
Logan. I hear it's
it's
good.
It's
so
fucking
good.
great. That movie is fantastic. But anyway, so
So good.
we just got Deadpool. We're getting Captain America next February.
Mm-hmm.
The new Captain America with Red Hulk and Ross and everyone. So that's happening.
All right.
Um, so that so then we're getting the Thunderbolts in May of next year,
Still
and
don't know what the
then
Thunderbolts are.
it's like the Dark Avengers run by Ross. So it's like Bucky is the Captain America, U.S. Agent is just another person on the team.
Right. Okay.
The new Black Widow is on them.
It's gonna be hard to get audiences to come see that, I think.
Red Guardian. So this is the team that we're getting. This is our Thunderbolts because they've been different people throughout the comics.
Sure.
Um, Bucky Barnes as the leader. Uh,
Hmm.
you have Ghost, the girl from Ant-Man 2. Um, then you have U.S. Agent.
Hmm.
Um, you have Black Widow, the new Black Widow. You have
Yep.
the Red Guardian, Taskmaster. Oh, good, they can
Yep.
keep ruining Taskmaster. Great. Uh, and then Sentry. So there you go.
Okay.
That's your that is your Thunderbolts. I think that can be somewhat interesting. I think the idea of morally dubious Avengers is kind of cool. But
Sure.
yeah, then we got Captain America: Brave New World. That's out in February. It actually comes out on Valentine's Day, funnily enough.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, that's the new Captain America, Anthony Mackie. It's gonna be. They actually have Giancarlo Esposito in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
he is.
curious about this.
So
I'm genuinely curious about his role in the
he's
movie.
Sidewinder. He's playing Sidewinder. They announced
Okay.
that at Comic Con, which is fucking wild because that means he's the fucking in the Serpent Society and might lead the Serpent Society, which
Hmm.
means he's gonna go up against Iron Fist and Shield eventually. I don't know. That's weird. They could be doing their own take on that because they do their own take on a lot of things.
Yeah,
I'm just
Well, yeah.
fucking
creative liberties.
kind of annoyed that he's not a higher. Like, that dude is such a good actor and good at playing bad guys. Like, I'm kind of annoyed that they didn't give him, like, Magneto or, like,
That
someone
would have been
more important.
sick.
He would have been
But,
an
Like,
incredible Magneto.
yeah, like, or if not Magneto, you could have gave him, I don't know, Doctor Doom is actually a great choice for him.
That'd actually also be a good one.
Yeah, so this has to be like they have to be doing a new take on Sidewinder and the Serpent Society for them to burn this amazing actor on it. That's all I can think doing this. But anyway, so next year, Captain America in February, Thunderbolts in May, Fantastic Four
July.
in July, and that's your Marvel content for next year. That's
Hmm.
And then in 2026, you're getting Avengers Doomsday, and then nothing else announced so far, just Avengers Doomsday, and
And then
then
Secret
and then
Wars in May
Secret
of
Wars in
27.
2027. Yep. So,
Okay.
as for television, because fucking they keep making these TV shows, um, we're getting a this year, fucking supposedly, uh, a Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man animated show,
Hmm.
which is like the Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting Agatha All Along, which, dude, really? Do we really
I don't
like this? Is
know.
this is like the Echo show? It's like, do we really need a show about this like side character from this show? Fucking really? Okay.
They're really gonna milk all they can.
Um, Eyes of Wakanda, that could be cool. Uh, Daredevil Born Again is coming out in March,
Yep.
Okay.
and then Ironheart in next year. Ironheart's next year. Even then,
Sure.
they've cut down on their show production quite a bit. Like, there's just way less of them, and there's way less of them planned for the future. So I'm kind of okay with that. I think
Absolutely. They need
I
they need some work.
I think if they cut down to like one or two shows a year and 2 to 3 movies a year, that's fine. That's a nice, good cadence. Oh,
There's
Yeah.
one movie that we missed that
what
comes out
movie?
next year.
What is it?
Blade.
That's not coming out
Oh
next
fuck.
year. That shit isn't coming out next year. Fucking no
They
way.
have a date for it apparently.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they
Shut.
move
bullshit.
that all the time, right?
They've restarted that movie like 8 times. It just got restarted again. That isn't coming out fucking next year. If it is, it's gonna be a shit show. Um, um.
I'm looking forward to it either way.
Oh, I missed a
I
whole
mean,
shit ton of comments from Dwarf Wolf Dad. No spoilers. What I said, no spoilers. Fantastic movie. Black Bolt. I mean, you can't beat Michael Fassbender though. Yeah.
this is true. You
You
can't beat
can't.
Michael Fassbender as the role of Magneto. But
But if you were going to get someone to come in and be Magneto, like,
Giancarlo Esposito.
yeah,
Come
like
on.
that's a
An
great
It's
interesting
right
one
pick.
for
there.
sure.
You know, like you go watch some of those scenes from Breaking Bad, and you're like, oh, this could totally be fucking Magneto. Like, Jesus
This
Hmm.
Christ.
could, like, without fucking question.
Um,
Okay.
but the MCU's been kind of inconsistent for I'd say since the middle of Phase 4. And then
Yeah.
last year was the worst it's ever been because it legitimately went good movie, bad movie, good movie, bad movie, good movie, bad movie. And the same thing with TV shows. Like, Secret Invasion fucking sucked. It was so bad. It's the only Marvel show so far that I stopped in the middle of it. I was like, I can't. I can't. This is horrible.
Oh,
This is
I haven't even touched it yet, so.
It's fucking awful, and the special effects look cheap as shit. Uh,
No!
you know, Loki season 2 was great. My girlfriend and I loved it. It was fucking phenomenal. Uh, Echo, I've heard nothing but bad things, and quite frankly, I haven't watc't it. Couldn't
I mean,
right.
tell
I
you.
watched it.
Oh,
Uh, How was it?
I mean, it's okay.
Okay.
I don't think it was that necessary because you get to see Daredevil for like a little bit in the first episode alone, and then it deals with the relationship with the Kingpin.
Hmm.
Eh.
Okay.
Tell me
So,
that in your Daredevil show then. And then like Ant-Man, then you look at the movies like last year. Ant-Man, kind of bad other than Kang. Guardians 3, awesome. Probably the best
yes,
MCU film since fucking that Spider-Man movie, that last Spider-Man movie. The Marvels, it was okay. It
which
felt,
I still haven't watched that.
yeah, it's okay. I think that it has some fun moments.
Okay.
My girlfriend really liked it a lot. I thought it was
Okay.
okay. I think that it felt like it was a movie that definitely did not get the budget it deserved. When you look
Oh
at the
no.
costumes and the CGI,
No.
and you're like, why does her costume not fit? um,
That's weird because they were hyping that
Yikes.
movie up for a while.
They
yeah.
were.
And then I've heard nothing but great things about Deadpool and Wolverine. I've heard
Right.
So good.
nothing but great things about Deadpool
So
and
good.
Wolverine. So it's been like off on, off on, off on for a year and a half now. Like, and especially when you go back to like, the Phase 4, it was doing that back then. It's just like shit. Black Widow, kind of bad. Shang-Chi, awesome. Eternals, really fucking bad. Spider-Man, really awesome. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, kind of okay.
Eh.
Thor: Love and Thunder, I personally really liked it. Most people found it to be bad or okay. Uh,
It
Black
was
Pan-
fun.
Black
It was
Panther,
fun.
yeah. Black Panther Wakanda Forever, I was kind of lukewarm on it. I thought it was a decent movie. And then on the TV
People will. I don't think it was as bad as this, but it gave me that like second Thor movie kind of vibes of like that happened.
yep, Namor
All
was
right.
pretty good in it. They've been getting good actors to
Yeah,
play villains.
absolutely. I think like acting and all that's like great and all, and like yeah, at least Namor is like something interesting compared
Mm.
to the Thor one, but otherwise like I don't know. I don't remember damn near anything about that movie.
So, and then like for the TV shows during that run, WandaVision was a cool idea. I thought it was good. Uh, um, I thought that the Falcon and the Winter Soldier could have gone further, but I understand it's owned by Disney, so it was only gonna go so far
Yeah.
in
Mhm.
its subject matter. Uh, Loki one was great. Loki season 1 was fucking phenomenal.
That was a good one.
Fucking great.
Um, Hawkeye, kind of a fun Christmas thing. Eh. Um,
That
m-
LARPing bit was really good.
yep, yep. Moon Knight was great. I fucking loved Moon Knight.
Moon Knight was also good.
Moon Knight was good. Miss
Can we
Marvel was,
appreciate
yeah. Miss
can we
Marvel,
appreciate Oscar Isaac in Moon Knight? Like
yeah,
For
for
Moon
no,
Knight.
yeah. Moon Knight was so fucking good. It was. I love that show. Moon Knight's entrance, like his first turn into Moon Knight, might
just
be my favorite superhero turn. Like him putting on the costume for the first time in the MCU. Uh,
Mhm.
it's because you're hearing the voice of the god, and it's just like, become my Moon Knight, and just you get that music cue. Oh, it's so good. Miss Marvel is all right, though. It is like I really like her as that character, and she's doing a great job as that character, and I want to like it more than its actual. It's kind of like a more than the sum of its parts thing, where like she is
mm,
carrying the shit out of that show.
yeah.
Um, and then She-Hulk, eh, like it's solid. It's not amazing, but it's solid. I had a good time in certain parts of it. The last episode goes very Deadpool.
That's fun.
Yeah. So, yeah. So they've been hit or miss for a while now. You know, and then they had a real bad streak of movies there where depending on who you were, like during phase 4, you might have thought only 2 out of those 7 movies are good,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
Um
It's been rough, and so the idea of like forming an Avengers team around this group of heroes that does not have a great amount of momentum behind them. It's gonna be rough.
A little
Yeah.
bit.
Like it's obviously gonna like be heavily leaning on the Fantastic Four and Wolverine and Deadpool. I feel like, and whoever the new Captain America. Because like I'm thinking like, okay, who is in Avengers Doomsday? Like who is gonna be in that movie? Who is gonna be fighting Doctor Doom? Right? Like who the
Mm-hmm.
fuck is gonna be fighting Doctor Doom? Like realistically. And it's like, okay, so you're gonna have the Fantastic Four, of course, and Doctor Strange probably, because he did go hop through that portal into the multiverse.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know,
Yep.
like, it's like, who you getting? Like, cause like, I think Anthony Mack. So question: where can I get merch? Because I was looking at this. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, if you scroll down, we have a button that you click on that says "Sick Fighting Game Merch," and it'll take you straight to the page where you can get the merch. I am so sorry I got to that late. My bad. Um, yes, and we just had new merch come out this week, and we're gonna have more coming
Yep.
out soon. So, yep.
Emily's wearing something right now. It looks great.
Yes.
Yeah. So I figured I'd do a little bit of a
That shirt's so
show.
good.
It
I love
is.
it.
It is our second most popular item.
It's very good.
Yep.
That and the only grabs.
Yep.
Which
Yeah.
where is my hoodie's on my chair. So
Yep. So yeah.
it's comfy.
Yeah.
It's like, do you get Paul Rudd back as Ant-Man because he still has the stuff going? Like, who do you get, right? Like, who do you get
Who you get
for,
is what you have, right?
you
Like,
know, like, well, you have a couple of movies to pull in some people, right? Like but like, because I'm really not, I guess you could get Thor back. He's still out there, that
he's out
like
there. Yeah, no, you can get Thor back. I don't know, what's going on with what's his name?
Chris
The
Hemsworth.
actor.
Yeah. And then you got you could get the Hulk could be back.
Yes.
There's that. Tom Holland's still Spider-Man. You got Spider-Man.
Still Spider-Man, you got Spider-Man for sure.
So you got some options. I'm curious how you would write Spider-Man into this since nobody remembers him now. Like, does he just like is the event starting in New York and Spider-Man's like, oh shit, and then he explains, I'm Spider-Man.
He's got to do the whole recruitment process all over again.
Except he's way better now, though.
Except he's way better. Yeah, exactly.
So there you go. Okay, so and this is gonna lead into Secret Wars, and he's gonna be Victor Von Doom. And Robert Downey Jr. is gonna be in that as Victor Von Doom. So I'm curious how like you even get the team together to make the Avengers for Doomsday, because everyone's apart. Yeah, you click the banner. You click the banner, or are you referring to Bruce Banner? Haha.
Aha.
Uh,
I don't know, man. What's Doctor Strange up to? He comes back and just makes a portal and pulls everyone into one room.
that would be so fucking lazy. I
Well,
love it.
it's
I'm just
funny
saying,
you
like, how do you do it?
mention.
Like, you could.
I mean, yeah, okay. How do you do it in an interesting way? Like, I think that like Doctor Doom invading New York, and then like the Fantastic Four see Spider-Man trying to stop him is a good intro. And then Spider-Man and the Fantastic Four team up and are like, and Spider-Man's like, okay, I know of some guys, and then
And then no one knows him.
no one
He's
knows
got to
me.
go be the recruiter, but
Yeah,
he like has to know shit and prove that he knows shit, and
yeah,
he has. I don't know. He probably knows how to navigate like uh fucking Tony Stark's stuff. Like he probably gets in there and starts using some of that.
yeah. There you go. And then it also helps you put the focus on Spider-Man, someone that's well liked.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
Yeah.
and that's the thing is like, okay, you got to imagine at the end of this arc or the next arc, like Tom Holland is going to be aging more and more, he's gonna have to eventually retire as Spider-Man. Like, and Spider-Man is the most like popular superhero. Like, Spider-Man leads the Avengers
Yeah,
at some point here, so it makes sense for him to be the one to pull it together, especially since he knows everyone in a certain way. That yeah.
Yeah, I think Spider-Man pulled together, and then Secret Wars, and they've already said they're doing another Spider-Man trilogy with Tom Holland. That is something that they have planned. So this is what you do. You do Secret Wars, which that's where the black suit is introduced for everyone who doesn't know.
I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know. Thank you.
Yep. So you do Secret Wars, and you get Spider-Man his black suit towards the end of it, and then they win. They beat the bad guy and everything, and it's like, all right, we set up the next Spider-Man trilogy. Tom Holland does that, and then he retires and fucks off, and they have to go find a new actor for Spider-Man. Unless they
Or they bring in Miles Morales. Just
Exactly.
saying.
Exactly.
Just saying.
Yeah, sure. I'm as enthused as that by that idea.
But Miles Morales is great.
I
I
have
was gonna
mixed
say,
feelings about
Miles
Miles
Morales is
Morales.
my
I don't
homie,
like
bitch.
him as much as
Fuck
I
you.
like Peter Parker. That's the thing. Like I don't like him
They
as
could
much
do
as
something interesting with him.
They could. I love the Spider-Verse movies, and I love
Exactly.
like that. That's
Everyone
fine.
loves it. That's the version of Miles Morales everyone loves. So
Yeah.
just bring
So
that one in.
like I think in the video games he's fine. Like I like him, but I don't love him.
Sure.
That's fair.
Like he's a likable character in those games, and I did enjoy his own game. But if you gave me the option of Peter Parker or Miles Morales, then in
Yeah,
that
well, Peter Parker's
context,
old now. He's retired.
they do old Spider-Man. They
He's
got
old.
old
He
Spider.
retired. He's gone.
uh,
He got
yeah.
snapped again. God damn it.
No, what I was gonna
No.
say, when you mentioned Doctor Strange, it's funny you mentioned that. Because I'm looking at the cast list for Secret Wars, and they're rumored, but this is the cast that they have.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Mackie as Captain America,
Okay.
Benedict Wong as Wong.
Okay.
Sure.
Um, you have America Chavez from Multiverse of Madness, Miss Marvel, and Riri Williams. So you're 5 rumored, but more than likely confirmed at this point.
Mm.
But yeah, so there's your Sorcerer Supreme with Wong.
Well, okay, yeah. So they actually have the IMDb here. Is that where you pulled it from?
Sure is.
Yeah. So Miss Marvel, yeah, Miss Marvel, Ironheart, Captain America, the Fantastic Four, Victor Von Doom, and Wong. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ! If that's the Avengers,
I know.
that's
Yeah.
sad. That is a sad Avengers. Oh, and America Chavez. Sorry, I forgot about that one. Outside
They got
of
to figure some things out here in the next year or two.
man, that is a sad Avengers. Like
At least
Jesus
this is for
fucking
now.
Christ.
We do
Yes,
also
and
have like
it is for now. This could
3
change.
years.
They also got the Russo brothers back. They did
Yep.
they did the 2 of the Captain America movies, and they did
Infinity War and
War
Endgame.
and Endgame. So yeah, but man, if you were to tell me it's these are my Avengers for Secret Wars, I'd be just like, one, my first question is where's Spider-Man, because he's massive in that plot, kind of important.
He's going to be in it.
Yeah, like, bro, I can't. I know this is just the current list and it's gonna expand, but Jesus fucking Christ. Oh. Also, what the fuck has Shang-Chi been doing? He got pulled through that portal by Wong and just no one said a goddamn thing.
It's fighting in an underground fight tournament still. Who knows?
Wong actually does that in fucking She-Hulk.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he fights
Yep.
Abomination and it's so good.
Yep. It's good.
Yeah, I'm just kind of taking it.
They got work to do.
Yeah, and I'm taking it as a fan. I'm taking it as a movie by movie basis. Like I'm excited for Deadpool. I'm gonna wait for the reception on Captain America to go. Like I'm being pickier now about what I choose to see in theaters for these franchises.
Mm-hmm.
And the same thing with Disney Plus. Like I want to spend my time on other things in this regard. So
Yep.
yeah.
That Avengers
Anyway,
game could have been cool.
that Avengers game could have been cool. I almost have the platinum in it on Steam. I've considered going back to go get it. We should do it.
What's
We should
left?
do it. Just unlock a bunch of chests and level up some characters, basically.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah,
No,
that
we
game's
should
fun.
we should stream that game at least once. How many people are even on Twitch playing that fucking game?
Ugh, way too few. It has to be like nothing.
What? Wow, there's actually people. It's
Okay.
not a lot. It's not a lot. Hold on. I can probably count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 12. There are 12 people watching a total of 6 Avengers streams.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah. Look, hey, I mean, I bet you the moment that other Avengers game, the Hero, whatever, Brawler, whatever you call that
oh,
game that
Marvel
they're coming
Rivals.
out with.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
that game.
Marvel Rivals.
Yeah, that game looks cool. I'm excited for it. Venom looks great in it.
Sure.
Um, so yeah.
They have a
Anyway,
beta out or something?
they've had a closed beta for a while. I have
Okay.
I have entered like so much shit to try and get in that beta. Like, let me in, let me in,
You bastards.
let me in. Oh, hey, Thor and Jeff joined the roster. This
Thor and
weekend.
who?
Jeff, he's like a part dog, part shark.
What?
Yeah, you never heard
Where
of
where does
Jeff?
that character come from?
Hold on. Jeff the land shark. I don't know what more you want me to say, man.
What comic is he from?
All right, hold on. Let me get him for you. Jesus.
That's a very random ass character.
Um, West Coast Avengers is his original appearance. And he's part of the West
Okay,
Coast Adventures. His partnerships are with Deadpool, Gwenpool, and Kate Bishop.
fine.
Yep. But he's Jeff the Land Shark.
That seems like a very Deadpool pet. So
Uh,
okay.
yeah, yes. And he can like in the game he looks awesome. And like when you do like land, when you go into the land, like a shark but on land, he starts doing the Jaws theme.
Oh, that's good. All right.
Yeah. No, I'm stoked for this game. It's coming out next year. I keep trying to get into the goddamn closed beta, but just can't. Yeah.
Pain in
I
the ass.
I want to join your beta. I want to play your fucking game. Um, they keep playing music on their goddamn website. But yeah, they got a bunch of characters I'm excited for in that, and that game looks like a lot
Yeah.
of fun. Like, and everyone I know who's like into Overwatch that's gotten to try it has been like, oh yeah, this is just better Overwatch.
Oh, that's good. That's
so,
good. That's a good
so,
review. All right.
so that's a good sign.
All right. Well, maybe we'll do that.
Yeah, we'll definitely give it a look. I mean, it's free to play, and I think it's crossplay too. So, you know. All
Okay.
right.
Good.
Yep. All right. So, with that all in mind, I think that's a show. Unless we got anything else.
I think that's it.
All right, peeps. Hey, Tuesday we're starting PS Tuesday. Where
Yeah.
we rank the PS2's library. We got 175 games to go through in our first run. We're going to be spending about an hour to three. We're going to be spending about an hour on each game, maybe a little more. We are for sure doing Burnout 3 and Killzone. If we got enough time, we're going to do MTV's Pimp My Ride Street Racing.
Good Lord.
Let's go.
And then Friday, we are going to go be having Friday Night Fights again with some of that there Tekken 8. I'm going to be trying out Eddie Gordo and being shit.
Sure.
Uh, so that's
Hit
going to be
buttons.
hit buttons indeed. As long as I can do the kick where he just spins around and people can't block it, I'm
Yeah.
good. So yeah, there's that, and then after that, it's another episode of the podcast on Sunday. Anyway,
All right.
guys, love you. You're all beautiful people, and we'll see you. We'll see you on Tuesday. Bye.
Yes. Bye.
Bye, guys.